Hello, my name's Artemis, and us furries can be a real annoying bunch of shits. In related news, water is still wet, the sky is still blue, and I most likely post too many poor pictures on social media. All of these statements are pretty goddamn obvious, is the point that I'm trying to get across. And of course, furries being fucking irritating as shit is most definitely obvious, and we all know that. But there are some specific grievances that honestly I feel we need to really start focusing on, because they are real fucking irritating, and they're getting to a point where everybody is showing off with how much of an irritating little shit they are on social media that it's just kind of all you ever fucking see. So maybe we can look at this shit and think, yeah, that's annoying, let's not do that anymore. Please, for the love of God, let's dive into it. Starting off strong with an easy one to guess, the fucking drama. My God, these motherfuckers love the drama. They love getting pissed off about something or someone or some personal issue and just getting the fuck involved with it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes some people need calling out, but also sometimes this shit just bubbles over and happens, and you can't control that because people are people, and people are what? Dicks. Yes, correct. But my God, these are some thirsty fuckers for that shit. Like, we will just invent it sometimes, and it doesn't matter whether it's true or not. It doesn't matter whether we've got the evidence, got the receipts, or anything like that. The second we get some drama, we're straight in those Twitter threads, and we are sold on the idea. Yep, that's 100% true, I'm gonna fucking believe that, and I'm gonna stand up and make a statement and say, like, yeah, this person's a dick. And then if it turns out they're not a dick, and it was all made up, then, oh, well, someone's a dick, and I'll attack them instead. Jesus, calm the fuck down, have some objectivity, and have a little look to see whether you actually have anything to do with this issue. Sometimes people air their dirty laundry in public. You don't need to jump on board with that shit if it's nothing to fucking do with you. Now, it's totally understandable that some people will be offended by certain things that they see online, and I can't ever have a gripe with that because sometimes I am too. And that is all fine and dandy. But sometimes it seems like people are just professionally offended. They don't actually really feel truly offended by it. They just feel like they are supposed to be offended by it. And they have to make a big song and dance of going like, look at this thing. I do not like that thing. Does everybody hear me? I do not like this thing, and now you all know that I do not like this thing. This is a point that I am having to make, and it just sort of reeks of attention-seeking, grandstanding, and just, you don't really truly care about the issue, you just care about being seen caring about the issue. And the really shitty part of this is that it's really difficult for me to actually say that point, because it makes me sound like the most extremist, alt-right, conspiracy theory spouting, Trump worshipping, MAGA asshole, because it's the same rhetoric that they use, that you're not actually offended, you just want to show off. But unfortunately, I feel like it's fucking true. Like, I'm so tempted some days to just make up a fucking rumor, the most bullshit, outlandish stuff possible, and see if people will fucking retweet that shit and be like, oh, this is bad, I don't like it. Because you know that they will. It's okay to be offended by something, but when all you do is actively put up a checklist of don't like this, don't like this, don't like this, don't like this, it gets fucking tiring, okay? If you spend so much time hating shit, do you even like anything anymore? Goddamn. I guess some people really need to calm the fuck down with being the morality police, okay? Like, this might be a touchy subject because, yeah, we shouldn't be supporting people who are into abusive practices. We shouldn't be supporting people who are just generally idealistically asshole-ish. But at the end of the fucking day, fuck the sort of person that seems to walk into your DMs and be like, actually, I'm not sure you're aware, but you're following this person who said this bad thing. I don't fucking give a shit, okay? Because if I've seen that, I've dealt with it. Don't just assume that because I haven't unfollowed or put out a fucking press release on the matter that I'm somehow supporting them. And who the fuck are you to come into anybody's DMs and be like, you're not allowed to follow this person because they said a bad word? Shut the fuck up. Seriously, stop trying to claim the fucking moral high ground. Climb down off your high horse and get fucked by it, okay? What kind of asshole does that? I get it. We have some people in this fandom that have turned out to be assholes, doing acts which are just immoral and disgusting, and in many cases, illegal. And a lot of people don't want to be actively following them, but following is not endorsement, okay? Sometimes people follow this shit just to fucking look at it. Sometimes they follow it because they forgot they were even following this fucking person. And it's nothing more annoying than it's just, I have a problem with this person, so I'm gonna walk around and tell everybody else they should have a problem with it as well. This ties into the previous point. We get it. You are on the, quote, right side of this argument. You don't have to keep making everybody aware that you are taking a stand. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. Now, I think I made this point a few times before in other videos, but fuck it, we're making it again. When the fandom, when the whole being furry identity is literally everything, it's the only thing that a person has, goddamn, that's irritating as shit. When it's all that they can do, when they obsess over every tiny little detail and think that all of it is the most important thing, not just little things that actually matter, but the whole goddamn thing. When everything in their real life is furry orientated and furry related, and they have to make every single thing relate back, that's fucking irritating. I'm talking about the sort of people that really genuinely do fursuit every single fucking day. And that's not a bad thing. You're okay. You're allowed to do that. I know. I'm not having a go. I'm just saying, when this is the biggest part of your personality, what else is there? It just strikes me that you haven't quite figured out who you are or what you want. Because that's exactly what I was like when I joined the fandom. I made it everything because I didn't know who I was and I didn't know who I wanted to be. So that was a big fucking deal for me to figure out, oh, I don't need to make this massive, toxic, diverse place the biggest thing about me, because if you do that, you just run into problems when it turns out this fandom isn't as amazing as you thought it was. When those rose-colored glasses come off, you want to be sure that you're actually a personality underneath the furry identity. Otherwise, it's gonna fucking hurt. Okay, I should probably be careful about how I word this one, but I'm just gonna fucking rip the band-aid off. Twitter is not a replacement for fucking therapy, okay? You cannot just shout your bullshit into the void and expect the void to care. Now, maybe bullshit was the wrong word to use, but I see so many people emotionally dumping online, posting really intimate personal details of the mental struggles that they're going through. And while I can sympathize with that, I am on twitter.com, or X, or whatever we're calling it. So I'm scrolling past fursuiters, I'm scrolling past memes. Oh, there's a bit of porn. Didn't really want to see that, but there it is. I'm scrolling past feet pics. Yeah, cool, wonderful. And then I'm scrolling past someone who's having a fucking crisis. What am I going to do? Scroll. I ain't here for that, okay? That's not a judgment. I'm not saying you shouldn't be open about this. You should. I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk about this. You fucking should. You need to pick your audience, okay? There is nothing more damaging than showing some vulnerability and opening up to the world in this way, because it will never fucking give you the response you want. You find someone that you can talk to. You keep it private. You keep it intimate, and you keep it between trusted individuals. If I walk into the middle of town centre and hold up a sign that says, I want to kill myself, do you think I'm going to receive any legitimate help? Or do you think everybody's just going to go about their fucking day? The exact same thing here, okay? I sympathize with it, I empathize with it, I've done it my fucking self, and guess what? It didn't work, it didn't do shit, it just made me feel worse. So maybe calling it irritating is, maybe a poor choice of words, but fuck it. Every time I see this, I see a past version of myself, and I'm like, man, just go to fucking therapy, okay? You know this will not work. Stop trying to make it work. You're just making it worse. If anything, it's a confirmation bias. You've got it in your head that nobody cares, so the only way that you open up is in a way that you know nobody's going to give you that response. It just reinforces that fucking anxiety and that paranoia. Don't do it. The help is there. Go fucking find it where it actually is. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too relatable, but at the same time, hopefully it was, because then I'm actually saying things that make sense. There is a lot of shit that goes on in the furry fandom that is just questionably, annoying or not. And I'm not saying this to outright attack people. I'm just saying this as a point that we can reflect potentially on ourselves and the people that we choose to be around, because goddamn, it's fucking a lot. And also, sometimes you gotta face up to the shitty parts of the fandom to be able to truly enjoy it. Oh look, I made a whole video about that not too long ago. It's like all of my points interconnect. So how about that? But yeah, if we could stop doing this irritating shit, that would be, just fucking perfect now, wouldn't it? You know what's not irritating? Supporting me and looking at my feet. That's the thing that's not irritating at all. I totally don't post too much of that shit, honestly. But I mean, if you did want to have a look at that, then yeah, you can definitely go and do that and maybe, have a little look-see in the paid parts. But whatever, I'm not going to force your hand. Because I can't, but I would if I could. You can also have a look at the merchandise. That's pretty fucking cool. I know I need to update it, but I'm a lazy motherfucker with no artistic talent. You know, the artistic side of things that I can do, I'm doing right now. If I could draw, if I could sketch, I would definitely be doing more, but I can't, and I'm a broke-ass bitch. But hell, you can help that by buying some merch, and then I can maybe sort of fucking develop that shit a bit further, okay? Not that I'm saying it's your fault I haven't, but kind of. And if you just want to support us, if you just want to help me survive and be a thing that exists on this planet of ours, you can do that too. You do get various things back for it, little custom videos for yourself with whatever you want the doggo to do, which, you know, there were limits. I ain't fucking on camera, but trust me, I don't think anybody wants to see that anyway. But there's a Discord chat you can engage in. There's loads of little things that you can check out to support, which would be absolutely lovely. And then I'd be able to eat, which I could probably slow down on, but honestly, this hog body isn't going anywhere. I don't even eat that much. I'm just a fat bitch, and that's how my life is gonna go. But I own it. But thank you very much for watching. Sorry about all the tangents I went on there, and I guess I'll see you next week. Bye!